Hello, my name is Liddy Saisner. I am the Principal of Northern Beaches Mediation. Here is the first of 6 videos I've put together describing the process of mediation in Australia and what it can offer you. You may also have a copy of the manual that accompanies these videos. If you do, you can choose to watch the videos and follow along in your manual, or you can watch the videos and/or read the manual separately. If you haven't acquired your manual, you can do so now by going to the download box on the website. It's a good reference to have and it's free. You will also notice as you read the manual that the parts in bold directly relate to the information on the slide, while the parts in plain script is additional material. And rather than chapters, this manual is divided into slides as per the presentation. I'm happy to be sharing this information with you and hope you find it helpful. At Northern Beaches Mediation, our mission is to help people find solutions for themselves, their children, and their future. This set of videos is intended to help you do just that. So let's get started with part 1. In this video, I share with you the current legislation rulings, and as well I discuss how the separation process happens. The current legislation in Australia allows for no-fault divorce granted after 12 months of separation. The Family Law Act, amended in 2006, emphasises children's needs as paramount and shared parental responsibility. Other changes to the Act regard terminology. So what was once called custody and then contact is now called living with and spends time with. Access and guardianship became residence, and parental responsibility, which is now referred to as shared parental responsibility, is intended to portray the meaning of the Act to emphasise that both parents need to assume responsibility equally for the care of their children. The separation process is shown here on this slide as several stages that a person goes through when they are in the process of separating. As you can also see in this slide, the process can be different for different people, often dependent on who is the first person in the couple to be considering separation. In this example, person A, let's call him Allan, becomes disillusioned by the marriage. By the way, this is normal for all relationships. However, most often couples find a way to work through this disillusionment and rebuild their relationship on firmer ground than before. Sometimes, though, the disillusionment becomes overwhelming and propels one of the couple, and in this case Allan, to finally say something to person B. Let's call her Barbara. Upon hearing the news, Barbara's first response is confusion, quickly followed by denial. In the meanwhile, Allan is on his own roller coaster of feelings, including frustration and depression. At the point of separation, Barbara is still in shock and has still a way to go to catch up with Allan, who is now experiencing guilt, anger and sadness, though he does finally get to the point of moving forward. All this is happening while Barbara is now dealing with her own feelings of confusion, depression and anger, and finding it hard to understand why Allan seems now to be okay while she's still on her roller coaster ride. What this is indicating is that very rarely are the two people in a couple at the same place at the same time during a separation. Invariably, one will still be unaware of the level of detachment by the other until it all seems too late, and by then it most often is. In slide 4, the good news is that like everything that happens in our lives, the pain does eventually come to an end. Most find resolution as they come to terms with what has happened and accept responsibility for their part in the separation. This then opens the way to move forward in whatever way that might be. In a place called separation, shown here on slide 5, you will see some of the considerations couples have to make when separating, including what and when to tell the children, how to build a different and workable relationship with the ex, where they will live, how they will manage community support services including counselling, Centrelink and the family court, and, most importantly, how they will now manage the children in 2 different households. In a place called the future, as seen on slide 6, The way forward is like being on an emotional roller coaster. There are naturally so many things to consider, including, who am I now? How can I be a single parent? I feel so lonely. Who can I keep as my friends? I think I like being single. How do I get back into the dating game? And how do I introduce a new special friend to my children? Separating can be a difficult and painful experience for the whole family, but it can also be a time for new beginnings, and attending mediation can lead to solutions that suit the changing needs of all those involved. Separation requires you to come to terms with change and to review your dreams and hopes for the future. It's important not to expect too much of yourself. Seek counselling as you need it and allow yourself to embrace the opportunities that this difficult time can provide. That's it for this video. Click on video 2 to hear more about the mediation process. Make sure you also check out our website at www.northernbeachesmediation.com.au for lots more information. And while you're there, why not sign up for our newsletter to be kept up to date with everything that is happening at our place?